Welcome to my dining room. This is where car shows kind of take over my house during the summertime. The dining room table becomes command central for everything car shows. How many of you came to the Huntingdon car show this past weekend? It was our first show with Huntingdon and it turned out amazing. So for this video, I'm going to go over the Huntingdon car show, but also go over my car shows in general. So hopefully I can clear up any questions you might have about car shows. So this past weekend, we held our car show at the Huntingdon County Fairgrounds, and it was with an event called the Barbecue Bonanza. The whole group that I worked with, like the whole committee with the Barbecue Bonanza, were just fantastic. They were so easy to get along with and so organized, and it just made planning a show a breeze. So I was super happy to partner with them, and we raised a bunch of money for Huntingdon County Pride and Huntingdon County United Way. They haven't released the number yet. I can just say I'm super excited about it. So once they release it, I will release it too. But I am very happy with how things turned out. So that was our first show of the season. Next weekend, we have our Arvona car show. So this show's been around for over 40 years. And last year they asked us to step in and just kind of revive it a bit. And I'd say we succeeded in that. Last year we had 200 cars that registered. I saw you out there that didn't register. So we're looking for an even bigger crowd this year. And I met so many new people at Huntingdon. We had so many new cars that I hope a lot of them follow us throughout this season. And the whole idea of giving out gas cards for the non-competitive class was also a huge hit. So we have our Arvona car show. Then on Sunday, June 12th, we have our Super 322 drive-in show, which how perfect of a location is a drive-in. So I'm very excited for that. And what's unique about this show is that we hold, instead of a registration fee, you bring an unwrapped brand new toy to be donated to Jameson's Wish. So Jameson's Wish is run by an 11-year-old boy who's turning 12 this year. But whenever Jameson was just a young little kid, he was attacked by a dog and had to spend a few days in the hospital. And he remembered the excitement and the happiness that when the nurse brought in a little cart filled with toys for him to pick from. He knew the effect that had on him, made his hospital stay a little bit better, for sure. And so that's what he wants to do. For his birthday, he gives toys to others. So for the Super 322 drive-in show, on June 12th, we will be holding a toy drive instead of a registration fee at the car show. It's still a car show. It's still judged. There's still our 25 classes. There's still trophies. But instead of paying to get in, you bring a toy. On Sunday, July 10th, we have our car show with Hastings. We've been working with Hastings for a few years now, and again, another great committee to work with, and it takes place on Beaver Street in Hastings. If you're not familiar, that's kind of where the Memorial Building is, and there's a gas station along there. I believe it's a Unit Mart, maybe a Minimart. It takes place on Beaver Street, and we pack that street full. And the fun thing about this is they give us poll passes to give to everyone that registers. So if you're at registration, you brought kiddos along with you, mom's along, she's gonna get some sun, just ask us for poll passes and we can hook you up with that. Next show we have is Houtzdale, and Houtzdale, we moved, Hastings is on a street and Houtzdale we moved off of a street. What our issue was with Houtzdale is we were running out of room. Every year we would get more cars and would pack them in a little tighter, and we'd stretch a little bit further up the street and we'd fill in this side lot. And we got too many cars for the location. So we moved it to the Houtzdale Woodward Rec Field, I think is the name of it. But it's a beautiful little park. There's ball fields there, there's a basketball court, there's playgrounds, a beautiful pavilion with picnic tables, and it was a great place to get out of the sun. So it's a beautiful location. I'm super excited that we moved to the park. It's what the car show needed. So yeah, come on over to Houtzdale, and again, that is Sunday, July 17th. Our next car show is Sunday, August 7th in Glen Hope. A couple months ago, I participated in the Glen Hope cleanup, and it was more or less picking up sticks that had fallen out of trees throughout the winter. So the Glen Hope show is so nice, and the benefits go right back to the park where it's held at. So they're working on, I get a case of the sows every once in a while. You can keep track if you want to how many times I say so. It's kind of embarrassing. Anyways, I'm gonna try to not do it the rest of this video. We'll see how that goes. The Glen Hope Show takes place on Sunday, August 7th, and it's at the park. And they work to make upgrades to the park. It might be painting some buildings that are there, getting new roofs. I know they are working on clearing some extra trees out, and it's just to improve the park. It's so nice. It's nice while you're there because you get to see where the money's going right back to. As with all of our shows, the Hastings show benefits the park and pool. The Houtzdale show benefits Houtzdale Days Kids Day, and the Barbecue Bonanza benefited Huntingdon Pride and Huntingdon United Way. So it's so nice to see all of these proceeds going right back to the community. Then we have our Madera Car Show on Sunday, August 28th. This is huge for Madera because they are celebrating 100 years of the fire company. What an awesome thing to be a part of. 100 years of a fire department. That's amazing. And their chief, Dwayne, has been their chief for like 30 some years. That's amazing. Make sure you come out to the Madera Car Show on Sunday, August 28th. And this is the show where we give out the challenge coins instead of the dash plaques. I know those are a hot item, so make sure you get there and register early to be one of the first 25 so that you can make sure that you get your challenge coin. Our final show is Sunday, September 18th in Janesville. And this show is special to me because that's where I grew up. That's where I learned how to fish. That is where I learned how to go across monkey bars. It's a very special town to me. And this is also a show where we give out the metal cut signs. I'm very excited to do those. I haven't decided what the design will be this year, so that will be a surprise. And something else we're doing at this show, there's going to be, so you're gonna come, you're gonna register like it's our total normal show. And then any Jeeps that registered will take place in a special Jeep. So you have a chance to win an additional award just because you're a Jeep. Some of the awards include Trail Built, Best Theme, Best Functional Upgrade, Best Stock. There may be more. So, there might be more. Keep an eye out for more information on that. Again, that's going to take place at our September 18th show at Janesville. With our regular show, there's also going to be this little side Jeep show. Our extra events we're doing besides our regular shows, so those are all of our regular shows. Our extra events include the PA Roundhouse Rally Cruise In. That is Saturday, July 30th, and we are partnering up with Roundhouse Harley Davidson in Duncansville to hold that event. If you've never been to Roundhouse Harley Davidson, it's a brand new dealership and it's beautiful. It's their 5th year. They're celebrating their 5th year as a dealership. We're celebrating our 10th year holding car shows. And I think that's going to be a great event. They have food vendors, live music, and it's gonna be a fun time. I'm excited to hold that. And we also have on Saturday, September 24th, Jam in the Park in Shippensburg. So Jam in the Park is an event that is organized by Kayla Alexander. And all of the proceeds from this show benefit the Cumberland Valley Breast Cancer Alliance. What's different about this show is that there will be 25 awards given in honor or memory of someone that has been affected by cancer. So it's not your typical cleanest, nicest, shiniest car. It will be, well, we want to honor this person, so what car would they like the most? And that's going to be a different kind of show that we've held. I'm looking forward to it. See Colby Jack wandering around. So yes, and there's also discounted room rates available for that. So if you're looking to make the trip out to Shippensburg to follow the Mel's Car Show crew, there's information for that on the Jam in the Park Facebook page. And we did recently make a Facebook event on the Mel's Car Show page, so I'll be sure to be sharing that information equally in there as well. So regular car show stuff. Registration takes place between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Dash plaques or challenge coins are given to the first 75 registered. Our modification rule. Any modifications means how it came from the factory is stock. Therefore, whatever you change makes your vehicle modified. You might say, oh, it's just wheels, oh, it's just headers, but that is not how it came from the factory. So just please be respectful of this rule. We want it to be fair for everybody. And when it comes down to it, your cars are judged on condition and cleanliness. They are not judged on the kind of modifications you made. It comes down to, is it all there? Is it complete? And is it clean? Don't think that we're judging you based on your modification. So you say, well, it's only wheels, but we're not judging you on the fact. Your car isn't being judged on the fact you changed your wheels. It's on condition and cleanliness. The fact that you change your wheels just makes your car modified. So don't think, I don't stand a chance because I don't have as many modifications. That's not what matters. It's that your car is clean and that it is complete. It's not scratched, dented, things like that. So please just respect that rule, and everyone will have a good time. Our non-competitive class, as I mentioned earlier, we changed that to, instead of just giving out some cash, we gave out two $50 gas cards. And we had a record number in our non-competitive class. We had 24 people register in our non-competitive class. So thank you. I'm glad you liked that idea, obviously, and we will continue to do that for all of our shows this summer. And like I said, I understand the economy isn't great right now. I'm never going to talk politics on this, I promise. But I want you to keep coming to my shows. I've seen a lot of comments on Facebook. I might have to back out of show season because of gas prices. I'm not backing out of show season. And a lot of my prices have gone up. Trophies? Ooh. So please, I'm still holding my shows and I want you there. So if that means you come and enter in the non-competitive class for your chance to win a $50 gas card, please do. I really want to see you. I want to have a great show season. I want to raise money for all these causes, and only you can help me do that. So please come to our shows. And like I said, we have our non-competitive class. So maybe you don't think your car's perfect and you don't want it judged on condition and cleanliness, and you go in the non-competitive class. That's awesome. I think that's everything on my shows. Hello, Colby Jack. Hello, Colby. Colby has joined me on the chair next to me. So with our shows, our trophies are provided by Shields in Altoona. They're fantastic. They're amazing. And I love to hear people say how great our awards are. So you can thank Shields for that. And our music is by Little Man. If you don't know who Dave Gardner is, he's the Little Man at my shows, playing all that great car show music. So huge thank you to Shields and Little Man for providing the tunes and the awards. Okay, now so on to Huntingdon. Huntingdon was awesome. Our first vehicle registered at 6:23 in the morning, which may be a new record. But we weren't really ready yet, but we serve you. We are here to hold a car show. If you're ready to register at 6:23 a.m., we'll get you done. But registration starts at 10. So I prefer not 6:23 in the morning. And so registration went fantastic. There was a pretty consistent line, but it kept flowing, kept going smoothly. And we have these sheets. This is just sheets of numbers. That's it. But whenever a car comes, it helps us keep track of what number we're on. So you can also see, and the funny thing is, my sisters that do registration, one is left-handed, one is right-handed. And so you can see the crosses are different directions, and that's because you can tell which one did it based on that. So yes, as you can see there, we had 226 registered cars at the Huntingdon show. So that is amazing. And just quick, simple math right off the bat, that's $2,260 that we were able to help Huntingdon raise. So come, make sure you register your vehicle and pay your $10 because that goes back to great causes and helps people. So registration went fantastic. My sister-in-law Maria sang the national anthem. So if you love that, make sure to tell her. And she's gonna watch this and she's gonna be like, oh, Melanie. No, tell her how fantastic she does because she does a fantastic job. And at 1 o'clock, so we have the singing of the national anthem, the closing of registration, and that's when judging starts. And it was so tough. I usually judge a class or so. My assistant Rachel pals around with me and she sees things I don't, I see things she doesn't. And that's why we like to have partners, just to bounce ideas off of each other while we're judging. And I cannot thank my crew of judges enough. It was hot. It was brutal. So it was, I shouldn't have pointed out that I say so much, because I am saying it twice as much now. Anyways, judging was super tough. I judged 2 different classes, and boy, it came down to little tiny things, let me tell you. And anytime I judge a class, you will see my margins filled with just little notes. If I see a smear mark, or maybe something was immaculately clean, like these are the shiniest wheels I have seen all day long. Chrome, impeccable. Maybe there's a tie between first place, and I'm trying to decide which should be, and the only flaw with one of them was there was a smear mark on their bumper, but the other one had extra shiny wheels. The one with the wheels will win over that tie. If I didn't take notes and I have a tie, then I go back to the cars and I look at the cars in person. Maybe I'll see something I didn't see before. It's the little things that make judging so hard, and all of those details that the people take the time to clean on their car. And I know as a judge, I clean my car differently, and there will be times I clean my car to be judged, and I just clean my car to clean my car. So thank you, all of my judges, and also everyone that came. Because our jobs are so hard, that tells me you worked very hard on your vehicles. And I appreciate that. And not only that, but the spectators that come love to see the cleaned up, shined up cars. So thank you so much. Our judging went well, and we tallied everything up. And this is like the hustle bustle in the trailer between 3:30 and 4 o'clock. These are our judging sheets. All of your registration sheets. That's a lot of judging to do. 226. That's so much. And we had some big classes. Some classes had 16 in them, 17 in them. Those are big classes to judge. And we want to make sure we don't have any errors, and we prefer the judges to tally them up. That way they can settle any ties there are, because they looked at the cars. We have someone double check their math, because I would hate for someone to miss out on their chance of an award just because of something as simple as an addition error. And we place them in 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place and put them in. I'm sure all of you have seen this during awards. And like I said, this table becomes my sanctuary for car show stuff. So everyone has seen this crate during awards. We set them in there 3rd, 2nd, 1st place. That our DJ Dave can just pull them right out and read them in the order they're in. And like I said, Huntingdon was incredibly hot. And that morning, whenever it was still only maybe 78 degrees, I suggested, should we move these trophies to the stage? Nah, it'll be fine. We decided it would be fine. At 3:45, we decided to move the trophies over to the stage because it was hot. You would just be standing still doing nothing in the shade, and you were sweating. It was very hot. And thank you to a lot of the Altoona crew helped move those trophies over to the stage. Thank you. We couldn't have gotten that done as smoothly, as swiftly without your help moving the trophies. We only had a few boxes to transport those trophies back and forth, and we got it all done because of you guys. So thank you so much for helping us move those trophies, but it was worth it to sit in the shade for it. We had a little bit farther to walk, and Heather from the Barbecue Bonanza, she was my contact on their committee, and I convinced her to hand out awards. She was not happy to see there were 78 awards being handed out, but she stuck through. She was a trooper, and she had a fantastic smile for all of the pictures. Awards went fantastic. There were so many people I'd never met before. I'm thankful that they decided to come to the car show that day, and I hope they follow us throughout the season. And that was the Huntingdon show. It went really well. I'm waiting for the Barbecue Bonanza to announce their totals. Like I said, I'm very excited about it, but I'm waiting for them to give the go-ahead to share that. And how was everyone's trip home? For us, the belt came off the Duramax after we pulled that big giant hill coming out of Huntingdon. So when we went back into Huntingdon to buy a belt and a ratchet, other than that, it was pretty smooth on our way home. And we're getting ready for Arvona, and I look forward to seeing you all at Arvona.